Okay. On this one, he didn't like the mic. All right. Remember, this is drop 8, right? Mike got to it. Okay. He didn't want to throw it. So right now, all right, doesn't need that little pump. His eyes go right back to the dig. Right. They've got the extra defender in the box. So now it's basically throwing his check down, the levels. All right. Is this a play I'd love to throw every day, get drop 8? Shit, no. This is a quarters beater. All right. But he may have to throw this in a game. I may call it, and they've been playing quarters, and all of a sudden it's 3 buzz week, drop 8. So he needs to know, okay, what's my answer? So as the more we can give him the answers to the test before the test, the better off we'll be. So he did a nice job of just working his eyes and his feet. I don't like that little pump. All right. His eyes and his feet. All right. Through the progression. There's his one piece. Sit on that back foot. Okay. I try to get my guys to always always hitch in 6-inch increments. Don't lose your base. Your hitch is 6 inches. It's a hitch is 6. All right. Base and 6. Okay. And work yourself to the backside. All right. Like I said, we just keep throwing the same damn routes, getting different coverages. Okay. So now he has to know this, right? Okay. Concepts type Mercedes, the one we threw the very first one. Okay. His protection, right? His rip, hot flat. Okay. His footwork is 3 in a plant. Okay. Actually 3 quick in a plant. Okay. Does he have a hot? Yes, hot's the flat. Does he have any alerts? Has no alerts on this thing. All right. What's his narrow vision? Well, his narrow vision when it was cover 3 was the nickel Sam. Okay. Well, now he's got to see this rotation, the tight bunch. So now he knows my narrow vision is the corner. Okay. So basically, his narrow vision guy is the flat defender, the guy who's got to cover the flat. So he knows that I am throwing, right? That here's my narrow vision guy, all right? And I'm working 1 to 2 off of him, all right? If I don't like that, all right? If he's deep, hell, I'm throwing the back, all right? He's up, I'm throwing this. If I don't like the throw, it's pure progression. Now I'm starting to work my inside triangle with those 3. That's a nice job by him, okay? 1, 2, 3, plant. All right, he doesn't need that little. I'll show you in the end zone. All right, our receiver right here. Only thing I don't like he does is he straightens him up a little bit, but his job is to gain leverage on that safety, right? He's got to go like another 2 steps because he's got to run through 10, or my throw will be late. Like this is too close for me right here. So Booby right here would just take this 2 more steps and get us some separation between him and the back. All right. We got all that grass to throw. So get leverage, get depth, receiver. Okay. Backs to the flat. Okay. Pretty good job. That's a nice job on the mesh, not by the tight end, but by the X. Okay. And we got to be careful, number 7, right? Watch how he's drifting in here. His job is to outside release, gain 2 on your release, get through 10, stop and drop. All right. Because you may stand right here and get the football. If this guy's in the way, move to the next window. If that guy's in the way, move to the next window. If it's man, separate. Okay, that's what a basic is. Here we go. What's concepts mesh? Here we go. Protection, hot, flat, rip, footwork. 1, 3, quick. 1, 2, 3. Right now, bam, that ball should be out. Okay, should be out now. Receiver's a little short. Good job by the X receiver. Okay, so you start to see how this works. Because I know who's going to fit this. This is drop 8, right? All right. So he gets me in a nice spot. But if this guy fits him, then this basic should be standing right there. Okay, because there's a window, there's grass. Okay. If this guy fits this snag, Now he's got to move on to the next window, which is right there. All right. That's why this route right here, he's never open right here. He's drifting around running. All right. He should stop right there and he should actually keep moving on this and he should be running into this window on the other side of the mic form. This guy should keep going, burst instead. All right. Okay, this is quick game. All right. So quick game is what we call a one side progression. In other words, you bought it, you own it. All right. If you buy this side, you own that side. Okay. If you buy that side, you own that side. Okay. So he's going to go off split safety, post safety look to decide what side. So he knows on this progression, he's got a split safety look and he's got a post safety look side. All right. So here we're running a 5-step glance with a hot flat. Okay. That's my post safety beater side right there. Okay. Just like curl flat. Okay. On this side, we're running what we call like a little option route in here. All right. And we're running inside fade and a locked hitch. Okay. That's my cover 2 beater or split safety or mini, whatever. All right. Quarters beater over there. Okay. Does he have a hot on this? Yeah. Hot's the back to the flat. Does he have an alert? Yes, he does have an alert. All right. His alert is matchup. So he could have taken that inside fade, even though it's post safety. All right. He could have alerted that, God dang, I like this guy. I like my Z receiver. This is our tight end outside. Or this Z receiver on this strong safety pressed up on him. All right. With the whole stinking field to run to. Okay. So that would be his alert. Okay. He decided he didn't like the alert. So now he decided to take his post safety side. All right. Who's his narrow vision guy? The buck. All right. He would not have been wrong throwing this ball to the back. If he had felt right here that buck was trying to fit that glance route, right? Just like on Exxon, he could bang that flat route right now to the back. Remember, this gets drop 8. Some windows are tight. All right. So he has to anticipate this throw. If you watch, all right, he starts his throw now. All right. Because he's throwing this guy into this grass right there. All right. The deeper this buck gets, got to be thinking back to the flat. The wider he gets, the more grass. So he's just playing a 2-man game into the boundary. And you can see right here the alert. If he had taken the other side, the alert right here. All right. We're just going to go end zone here. Little motion. Okay, here's a shallow cross. No, this is Mazda. Okay. So this is basically our concept that marries together our mesh concept, all right, and our curl flat concept. Okay. His protection is key. Swing. Okay. His footwork is 3 plant. All right. His progression, his narrow vision is hot. It's a protection deal, so he doesn't really have a hot. His narrow vision guy, his alert guy, right, is the Z. His narrow vision is Nickel Sam. All right. So here's what he's thinking here, right? He knows on Mazda, all right, this is running a choice. He's running a curl. He's running the shallow. He's running the swing. He's running the shout route. Let me redraw that. Okay. So he's running this shout route. So this is built also to help your Lexus, your post dig concept over here. All right. So he's running this shout route out there. Okay. He's over the ball with a choice route. He's curl. He's running the shallow right there. Okay. He's running the swing. All right. So he knows this is my alert. Okay. How do I decide, coach, to throw my alert? Free access. All right. I got a corner off and inside. Okay. Free access. That's where you're alert. Anytime he goes to an alert, all right, we call them A-B progressions. Okay. In other words, he's decided I'm throwing this ball to Jalen. I'm throwing this ball to the Z. All right. On this, a one-on-one throw on this corner right there. If something happens, all right, he falls down or he's covered, or for some reason at the snap, this backer runs out from underneath of it, he knows I'm going A to B, the shallow. So to him, it's just like reading Mercedes if he alerts this thing. Okay. If not, all right, he's narrow visioning. Okay. So his next thing is, who's my narrow vision guy? I'm not working the alert. So who's my narrow vision is this guy. Okay. The nickel Sam. If he puts hands on this guy or tries to reroute the choice route at all on the narrow vision, throw the shallow cross right now. Okay. If he releases the choice inside, so like right here, if he had not, right here, he's working the alerts. Okay. Same thing was the second day of practice, and you see our receivers, they got to run through full speed through 10, not put your foot in the ground at 8, because this is what happens, right? The ball's going to be late. All right. So we got to do a better job there. Grant does a nice job of what we call fish tailing or fish hooking. All right. That is getting these fish hooking to this throw. In other words, he's getting his hips and gaining the momentum of this throw out there. Okay. That's what he wanted to throw. If he didn't like that, he would come right down to B right here. There's B. All right. If he had read his narrow vision, he didn't want to throw the alert. All right. He would have narrow vision this guy. This guy's trying to reroute. Shit, get him the ball right now. Oh, 5 yards is great. Right? This catch should make 5 yards. Break tackle should make 8. Okay. If he had widened, now we got what we want. All right. Now we have the choice route right here, one-on-one with the mic. Okay. You got to win. If somebody squeezes it, say the Will backer squeezes this, now he works curl flat to the backside. So this is my quarterback's favorite concept. They like to throw. All right. Because they can look out there and they can alert, hey, I like that throw out there. If he's not there, just throw the shallow. If they're going to work it, it really doesn't give them a lot to think about. All you got to do is narrow vision that nickel Sam. Nickel Sam widens past the F. Throw that choice route. All right. Doesn't like the choice route, work the weak side curl. Okay, a couple more, then we're going to take some Q&As. Here it is right here. Same play. Okay, now he decided not to take the alert. Okay. So he looked out there, and it may be because he don't like that receiver. Shit, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't think that guy can catch, whatever reason. It's his call. All right. Free access, alert. A. Don't like it. Shallow. B. Okay. Right here, though, Luke decided he didn't like it. And he didn't get his back in the right spot. All right. So he's didn't take the alert. All right, he's left this is obviously a hard count play. He didn't move his back where he's supposed to move the back. All right. But he does know that's my narrow vision guy. Okay? I told him if that narrow vision guy goes past the choice, bang the choice on the Mike backer. It's a good route by the choice right there. Okay. The F has to know this. all right, and the quarterback is that on a choice, one guy cannot stop that. All right. If we throw it 10 times one-on-one, you and the Mike, we better complete 9 of them because you have the choice. All right. Your job is to get open off of a Mike linebacker. Shit. If you can't do that, go play defense. All right. That's your job. If this guy was to squeeze it, so he had 2 guys, my quarterback knows if this is getting taken off by 2 guys or he falls down or whatever, all right, he knows right now I'm working the weak side curl flat. It's a good job by his footwork. 1, 2, 3, 3 plant. All right, he's looking at the narrow vision right there. Ball's coming out good right there. All right, so drop 8 stuff, right? Throw it. Okay, this is just pure Honda, right? Pure Honda. There is no alerts, bro. Right? Your vision is right here on him. Okay, he's running the choice off of him. Okay, if this gets squeezed from this side, then you're working the curl flat there. If it gets squeezed this way, you're working the curl flat there. Okay, so it's the route we all learned in like 3rd grade, right? You got to bang it on that choice right now. Okay, if it did feel this was getting squeezed, if it was this getting squeezed, all right, where's it getting squeezed from, Luke? What's getting squeezed from over here? Okay, so now you've got to work this curl flat combination. Okay, so he should right now said up squeezed. He should have hitched to throw the curl right here. Guys under the curl, ball should have gone right there. All right, now this is a great example though of you start talking to your guys what we call quarterback intent, right? And actually, last Tuesday in our Zoom meeting, we pull up Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. We pull up these, guys that really are good at what they do. All right, and watch their drops, and watch them, throw routes versus coverage. All right, and all these guys do one great thing is they manipulate defenses with their eyes. So, as an example, in fact, we saw exactly this play Brady throw it Tuesday. Right? Is that he knew he was working to the curl, all right, and he hung his eyes as long as he could in that curl. He knew he was throwing it to the back, but he kept that defender in the curl and his feet set to throw the flat to the back. All right, so that's what we call quarterback intent. All right, so we always talk about feet before eyes. All right, so I'm throwing this back. My feet should set to throw this back. I know I'm going there, but I want to hang my eyes in that curl as long as I can. All right, I just don't want to stare this flat route down the whole way. All right, and get him to stay in that curl.
Coach, you want a couple more minutes and open up for questions for about 10?
All right, here we go. I'll take this last one and then we'll go. Okay. Let me get something different we've worked on here. Let's see if like I said, we don't throw a lot of concepts. We try to throw. All right, here's my freshman quarterback. Okay, of course he puts the back on the wrong side. All right. So we'll skip that one. Okay, here it is. Here's the quarterback. First of all, his drop is a little screwed up, but we'll get that fixed. Okay, here's Lexus. His concept is shallow cross. His protection is key swing, not flat. It should be. All right. His footwork is got to be 3 quick, 3 plant, what we call 3 plant. Okay. Does he have a hot? No hot. Does he have an alert on Lexus? Yeah, he's got the post alert. or he's got the man corner alert. All right. Those are his two alerts on this play. If he was to see cover 4, all right, he could alert this post to the dig to the shallow. All right. Okay. But he decided to read it out. So what's his narrow vision guy? All right. His narrow vision guy is the Mike backer right there. Okay. Does a Mike backer fit the shallow? No. Give it to him right now. Good.
All right.
All right.
What do you
All
think,
right.
Coach?
Go Q&As.
All right. Gentlemen, just go ahead and I think you have an option to raise hand and get a question to Coach.
Hey, but before we go, I would like to get a shout out to Coach Hill in England. I went out and did a clinic for him, and it was awesome. He was awesome. The coaches out there were awesome. It was a great time, and I'm waiting next summer for me to get my invite to come back, Wayne, because I appreciate you guys and everything you did. Great time. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
All right, let's see. Anybody got any questions? Let's see.
Louis, you know how to run this thing?
Nobody's raising their. All right. 3 participants. Let's go. All right, we'll go. Kenny Nears, you're unmuted.
Yes, sir. How do you determine your alerts?
Okay, by concepts, right? So when I look at a concept, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like Saturday or Sunday after when you watch the game film and you go, God dang, man, we get cover 4 on this concept. I'd like him to throw that post once in a while, because that post it maybe isn't in his progression, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a backside post or it's a backside go route. Okay, so then you say, okay, I'm just going to alert that to the quarterback. All right, first quarters on Lexus, there's a play right here. All right, this post route, all this is doing is clearing it out for the basic, right? He never thinks throw the post on shallow cross, right? But when it's cover 4 and these safeties are playing down low right here, and this guy starts, by the book, he ought to read shallow cross, shallow basic post, all right, from the low to the high. But by that time, that post is out of his range. Yeah. So now we would just alert him to, hey, look, if you get quarters, all right, that's the look you can get to alert to a route that's not in your progression. If it's man, there's always usually alerts in man coverage, right? Because you may have a zone route concept, all right, that's maybe not that great against man, all right, but you get man, hey, I want to alert the X. And your alert could also be, hey, look at your alert on this concept is, if you get one free press man coverage, alert the X to a fade route. Okay? So in other words, it's something out of his normal line of thinking. All right? It's an exception to the concept. Does that make sense? Kenny?
Almost catching them off guard.
Yeah, it's almost like, oh man, I want to throw the damn post, or I want him to think outside the box of the concept on alerts. So, and some plays don't even have alerts, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. Jay Wilkinson, man, you're unmuted. Let's go. Ask away.
Appreciate it, Coach Mazzoni. I know that a lot of us are starting to see all the drop 8, and so that wasn't an install versus drop 8 that you showed. But what are some of your ideas you have versus these 3-man front teams that are going to drop 8, and even some of the 3 safety stuff that we're starting to see these days?
Okay, so all right, drop 8. There's 2 different drop 8s. If you're a quarters drop 8 or you're a post safety drop 8, right? Split safety or post. And actually, that's a great question because we saw it the first 4 practices. Our defense now is a drop 8 team. So we're actually doing a study of that. You know, if you're playing a drop 8 team, how do you rank your concepts on what you want to call, right? So the number one, the first thing is all right, is you got to convince your quarterback, all right, that you may get to the third and fourth progression and not to panic. All right. It's a 3-man rush. I got 5 blocking 3. So I should have 2 double teams on a guy. And then I should, hey, Kyle.
Yes, sir.
Wait your turn, will you? I'm still talking. All right. Okay. But you're always thinking about, all right, where do my receivers have to do a good job of finding grass. My number one thought is, if it's a post safety drop 8, their strength is in the underneath coverage, their weakness is in the deep part of the coverage. So you're thinking of 4 verticals, ways I can build 4 verts. I'm thinking of empty stuff. All right. And then everything, then all my other stuff is built on guys finding windows. All right. Like I think curl flat's good. All right. Got 5 out. It's guys finding window because basically drop 8 teams are spot droppers. As you can see in our defense, they're not even looking. They're just turning and running to their spots. All right. They're not matching routes. So your receivers have to do a good job so to go through like all the different concepts, you probably have them in there. All right. Or you may want to adjust a couple you've already got in your schemes and your concepts. And what I would do now is go back and really look at what your schemes are. Hey, these 3 I love versus drop 8. Okay. Hey, this one, if I just adjust these 2 guys versus drop 8, all right, I got an answer for my quarterback. All right,
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, let's go. Last question right here be from Walt Dupree. Walt, you're up.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Coach, if you're seeing a steady diet of man-free, what's one of your favorite combinations to go to?
Okay, obviously you're looking for any kind of okay, so it's all that's down this. That's always the age-old question, right? You got to beat man. Okay, obviously that's what mesh comes in for, shallow cross, those type of things. But the biggest thing is most of our concepts have man beaters in them, built in them. That's why a lot of times you hear me say verse man, alert the Z verse man, alert the X verse man, alert the corner route verse man, alert these guys. All right. But the other thing that if you're playing a big man team is, don't worry. Like you don't really necessarily, I know you got man beaters built in your concepts or you have man beater concepts. All right. But don't worry about like change the formations on the guys, right? Use some motion, get into bunches, get into stacks with your receivers, build some, because what you're going to find out as soon as I stack a man team, as soon as I stack 2 receivers out there, I get to dictate to the defense. All right. I know what I'm going to get. I'm not guessing. And so if you stack 2 receivers, say out here, can you guys see my screen?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
All right. So if I stack 2 receivers out here like this, all right, how is a man team going to play it? Are they going to press the point and play the second guy off? Are they going to go in and out? Right. So once you watch them on film, every time I stack 2 guys, they go in and out. Oh, great. All right. Then we need to run some double inside breaking routes, right? Because that's their problem. And now I got leverage on this guy on the post, right? All right. Or I need to run double outside breaking routes. Okay. So now I can start to build man beaters because I know what they are. If they're pressing the point, so I know they're trying to quick jam him. No, I've got off coverage man right there on one of my receivers. Okay. So same thing in bunch. If they're in bunch, if they're sitting in bunch, are they pressing the point, going in and out? Or you can, and that's what we do in our RPO game, because that's always a bitch, right? You call RPOs and the conflict guy tells you to pull the ball, and you got double slant called for an RPO, and they're pressing both my double slants, inside leverage. All right. Well, shoot. Against these guys, I'm going to stack them, or I'm going to run RPOs with a bunch out there, or with a motion or something. So I just can't let those guys line up across the board on me impress all my guys. All right. I got them to get out. I got to make them feel uncomfortable.
Yep. Thanks, Coach.
You bet. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate it. Is that good, Louis?
That's good,
Jim?
Coach. Appreciate you.
All right. Hey, I appreciate it, guys. You guys all be safe out there.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you. Hey, so we're gonna take a minute here, and we're gonna get going with Coach Devan, offensive line coach from University of Arizona. Will jump in here. Let's see, Coach, you with us?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm here, guys. If you
All
guys,
right.
whoever wants to leave that doesn't want to talk about the past game, you guys can go ahead and leave now. I know
He was trying to horn in on my time, Jim.
I know.
Yeah, no, I'm
Hey.
getting yelled at, Jim. I just was sitting here looking at my phone.
Hey, the bigs like to push guys around. You know that's what they do.
No doubt, no question.
Hey, Coach, thanks for coming on. I appreciate you. We're gonna get going here. Everybody is muted, Coach. So what we'll do is we'll chilling in the backyard. That's nice. I love it. So so what we'll do is go ahead and go through your stuff. Can't wait for it. It's gonna be awesome. Go through your stuff, and then at the end we'll the guys will raise their hand for some questions. We'll do a little Q&A towards the end, and when you're about ready to wrap up. Sound good?
Awesome. That sounds good. Just let me know when to start.
You're good to go. You're good to go.
I'm good.
Coach.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate having me on.